season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Just a little off. Incomplete. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got a man, it's Durham. There he goes.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Lost to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They go to the ground. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see with it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick-6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Parker. And he's got it up for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 45 on its way. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his guard.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his man, it's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there.
He's loose on the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Durham. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, it comes up with a huge first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He splits the Yeplites and puts 3 on the board.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quickly complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The sure hands, it's pre-scored. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air, it's Underwood. He uncorks one deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Off play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Right on target this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. To the air on first down. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want turning it on. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Stewart. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Parker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Yeah, but how about these short yardage situations? Having a weapon like this, a quarterback that can run the football, he only needed a few. He knew that. Good patience, scrambles around, gets the 1st down, gets just enough.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Here we go. Trying to get the edge on the right. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. The 20. Continues to fight for yards. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Looking for space. It's Durham across the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they've just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. First down for this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of it. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's carry on. At the 35, he's open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.